Today, join us as we make our wood fire pizzas from scratch. To start off with, we're combining warm water with 1 teaspoon of sugar and 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Stir it together and let it sit for 10 minutes so the yeast has time to bloom. In a large bowl, combine 7 cups of all-purpose flour with 1½ teaspoons of salt. Mix the flour and salt together until well combined. Then, we're making a well in the centre for our liquid ingredients. Add in 6 tablespoons of olive oil before adding in our liquid yeast mixture. You'll notice here we do spill some of it, which ends up being an issue during the kneading process as it's too dry, but we'll fix that up by just adding in a bit more water. Stir through with a spoon initially before using your hands to combine the shaggy dough. Lightly flour your countertop before turning out the dough and kneading it for a good 10 minutes at least. After 10 minutes of kneading, you'll fold your ball of dough into a nice round shape using your pinky fingers to tuck in underneath until you end up with a nice round shape like this. It's important to make sure your dough springs back when poked like this. It looks like a belly. Oil up a bowl before gently placing your dough inside and placing a little more olive oil on top of the dough. Cover with cling film and let rise for at least an hour, but we did ours for 3. After about 3 hours, you'll see our dough nearly doubled in size, which is great to see. Turn out your risen dough onto a lightly floured bench before giving it another kneading for 2 to 3 minutes. Once again, roll your dough into a ball using your pinky fingers to tuck neatly underneath. Then, use a sharp knife to divide your ball of dough into 4 even quarters. Roll each of the quarters into a ball before tucking them in under a tea towel and letting them rise for another hour. Behold, the power of glutens! Preheat your pizza stone or baking tray in the oven cranked to its highest temperature. This is especially important for your pizza stones because if you place it in the Weber cold, it's likely to crack. While the pizza stone is heating up, it's time to get the barbecue ready. For this cook, we used a full chimney of charcoal. Once the charcoals are ashed over, they're ready to be poured into the barbecue. Roll out your dough until it's less than 1 centimetre thick. You can use a rolling pin or the stretch method, whatever really works for you. Then, prepare your pizza peel with some flour or semolina before placing the dough on top. It's best to do this before putting the toppings on, as it becomes a little bit tricky to transfer the pizza onto the peel after that. For all of our pizzas today, we used a combination of tomato paste and crushed garlic for the base. For the first kind of pizza we made today, we used some thinly sliced onions, chopped up mushies, and pulled pork. To learn about how we made our pulled pork, you can click on the video in the top right hand corner. Oh, and as always, put lots of cheese. Don't forget the cheese. Now it's time to place the pizza on the pizza stone in your cranking hot Weber. Today we used some of our hickory chips to add that nice wood smoked flavour. After about 6 minutes, your pizza should be nice and crispy and ready to come out. Here you can see the other type of pizza we made. This one had capsicum and pepperoni. I better chop this up quickly because I can see Jack's coming in and looking hungry.
So let's give this a taste. It's really good. You can really taste that wood fire taste. Everything's really nice together. It's cheesy. It's exactly what you want in a wood fire pizza.
On our pulled pork pizza, we added on some freshly grated Parmesan cheese and a good swirl of barbecue sauce. Don't forget, if you liked this video, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.